My name is Mary Jo Bane. I am a professor at the Kennedy School of Government at Harvard University. My country, which is the United States, and many other countries, both rich countries and countries that are developing, are seeing a growing inequality, a difference between the rich and the poor, and between the rich and the middle class. And I think our countries are struggling with how to think about this divide and how to think about what can be done to make sure that the poor have the opportunities to participate in the society and to participate in the country. And I'd just like to speak for a minute about what both government can do and corporations can do to start thinking about this problem of disadvantaged groups. And in my country at the beginning of the 20th century, when Henry Ford was beginning to develop the Ford Motor Company, he made a very sensible and smart decision. He decided to pay his workers more than any other company was paying them. He decided to pay them almost twice as much as workers were making in other factories. And when asked why he was doing this, he said, "I want my workers to be able to buy my cars." And his great insight was that the workers at his factory were the productive force. They were the people that were going to make the cars, but they were also the buyers of the cars. They were also the consumers. And I think what that insight tells us is that corporations and government both should think about the less well off in our countries as the huge asset that they are. A huge asset for the productive process and a huge asset for the economy. What that means for government, I would say, and that's something that I worry about a lot, is that government ought to be ensuring that the children of the poor have the kind of education that will enable them to participate in a knowledge economy, not just an economy that requires low-skilled jobs, and that the children of the poor and other disadvantaged groups have the access to health services that will enable them to be productive workers and productive citizens. So for government, I think the challenges are to ensure opportunities, to make sure that the entire citizenry, because we need the entire citizenry in all our countries, is able to participate in a knowledge economy and is able to help solve problems. And from the point of view of corporations, it seems to me that to think about the workers as co-producers, not just as people who follow orders, but as people who can solve problems, people who can innovate, people who can help improve the production processes, that's something that corporations should value. Corporations should also value the fact that their workers are also consumers, and that paying workers well is not charity. Paying workers well, helping workers to be full participants in the economy is really an investment in the future. And I think those are the main things that I would like to say at this point with regarding this problem. Thank you very much.